Welcome everyone, Jared Ambeau here, owner of the Ambeau Law Firm and founder of Trial Alliance. This is the issue 28 and the topic is fasting part last. So, finished the fast last night, felt great. Um, the last 4 hours, I say, or 5 hours or so, from 3 o'clock on were incredibly difficult. I was super hungry. I was miserable, thinking moment to moment about when I would get to eat. Um, I think the fact that it was ending made it worse, right? Because I knew the end was coming, and so then my brain was just running about, oh, what was the actual last time you ate? Well, you ate solid food. The last time you ate real food was 6:30 on Thursday, and then you had some peanuts at 7:45, man. So then that was the last time you really ate, even though you said 8 o'clock. It was really hilarious. My brain was just on full overdrive, trying to convince me to eat quicker than 8 o'clock last night. I managed to stave that off. I did have collagen protein and athletic greens at about 7:45 when we left to go to the hamburger shop, which was in fact 72 hours after I had eaten last. And then I didn't eat anything solid until about till right after 8 o'clock. So, and then last night, so what I ate was I ate collagen protein by Bulletproof with a MXT oil. I ate athletic greens, so serving of athletic greens. The collagen protein, the two servings or the one serving has 28 grams of protein in it, 25 grams of protein in it. Then I went to the hamburger place. I had a couple of hamburgers, some French fries, no bread. I don't eat bread. And then came home. I had two sugar donuts that my daughter had because I could not resist. Three, maybe even. I think I had like three sugar donuts. And then I ate a pint of ice cream, like a full pint of ice cream, just 'cause. Why not? Sugar's yummy. And so after I did that, I waited about an hour and I glucose tested my blood to see where that was. And my glucose level an hour after eating that food was a 91, which is pretty solid, given the fact that I ate an entire pint of ice cream. And and that prior to this in October, my last A1C was 5.7, which is borderline type 2 diabetes. My fasting blood sugar had been for years 99, 102, 103, 105. It had come down by October with the weight loss and exercise to 92, which is good, right? Which is where it's supposed to be, or at least high, but not out of whack, not crazy. And so hopefully what I'm thinking is now, because an A1C is the 90-day running measure of your blood sugar. What I'm hoping is that this next time I go back, my A1Cs come down pretty dramatically, and that my fasting glucose level is around 85. It was 89 Saturday afternoon. I tested, it was 89, or Saturday evening, after 2 days of fasting. And so anyway, that's part of why I did it, was the glucose insulin balance in my body and the manner in which my body deals with glucose and insulin. At my age, at 49, and at my previous being overweight, that was a real issue for me, and one of the reasons that I did this 72-hour fast. What I didn't expect was my stomach being as messed up as it has been last night and this morning. And it's getting a little better now, but it was really messed up last night. And I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe it's about not eating for 3 days. I've done some research, and I think I broke the fast in a good way, right? I don't know if it's perfect. There's a bunch of different pieces of advice out there about how to break the fast, but collagen was apparently very important. People talk about bone broth, but the collagen that I use, the collagen protein that I get from Bulletproof, has everything that bone broth has in it. And then the athletic greens give me all of the nutrients and all the gut biome and stuff that I think is very important, right? Because God knows most of what I read these days, or a ton of what I do in terms of research, is that the stomach is like the second brain, right? And the gut biome is super important to our health, to our mental state, to the functioning of our body and our chemical makeup in our bodies. And so it's super important. That's why I drink these greens every day, because of the gut biome stuff, and it keeps my gut in shape. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that getting back in order. Other than that, I didn't feel bad. I worked out in the gym this morning. I didn't have as much stamina as I usually have. About halfway through, I did pretty heavy lifting. And about halfway through heavy lifting, I got tired. I got to where I was like, I don't really feel like doing this, you know. And when I get that thought in my, I love working out, so when I get that thought in my head, it's because I know it's because my body's getting tired. I can feel my body getting tired. But I didn't have any strength drop. I was able to lift, you know, what I normally lift, and so it wasn't like I was weak. I was just, you know, exhausted and didn't have the energy to kind of pull from this morning. But other than that, doing great. You know, other than that, feeling good. Looking forward to. I haven't gotten on the scale. Me and the scale aren't friends. I don't really like the scale these days. I've gotten my body fat percentage to such a point, to a low point where the scale really doesn't reflect my level of health or movement. What I really have to track is body fat percentage, because I'm still converting so much. I'm still losing fat and adding muscle, and so as I do that, the scale just kind of gives me a bad indication of where I'm at. And so I guess I can jump on the scale. I did yesterday, and I lost last night before I ate. I got on the scale, and I'd lost 5 pounds during this entire process. Well, and 5 pounds seems like not a lot, right? But I don't have a whole lot of fat to lose. I'm plus or minus 1%. I'm about 15% body fat right now, and so I don't have a lot of body fat to lose. So what it probably was a, you know, muscle, right? 5 pounds of muscle. I thought that I was going to lose more than that. I thought that I was actually going to do a little more damage to the muscle structure in my body, or the muscle mass in my body, but it didn't, and so that's good. I'm excited about that. I didn't do this for weight loss in any way, shape, or form. I don't really care about that. Again, the scale's not my thing, so. So that was good, but I'm excited that I didn't lose a ton of weight, muscle mass. I'm excited that I didn't peel off a lot of muscle doing the 72-hour fast. So, in the end, emotionally, mentally, what it was a phenomenal experience to have been able to do that, and to know that I can do it, and to commit to doing that with certainty and doing it. And to have, you know, sort of experienced my brain going crazy, and I talked a lot about that this weekend, about my brain going kind of nuts and being sneaky and telling me all kind of crazy stuff about eating. But in the end, having certainty in doing it, you know, setting a time, setting a difficult goal, setting a target that was, you know, unachievable, right? Wow, 72 hours. No way. All right, but I'm going to commit to it 100%, and then I'm just going to do it. And that was a powerful experience, to be sure. So look forward to this week. I look forward to feeling how my body feels this week, you know, getting I'm going to do slow carb this week. I'm going to go back to my slow carb diet, which is what I do, which is what I've been doing since the middle of December, end of December. And so I'm going to go back to slow carb this week and do that all week long, and just get a feel for what, you know, how my body's reacting. I think that right before, I think early next week I have a blood test. I think early next week I have a blood test, so I'll make sure to post my blood results for you guys, so you can take a look, and I can be excited about my A1C coming down and and all those kinds of things. So anyway, thank you all for going on the journey with me. I really appreciate it. Of course, having you all here was a blast. It was really fun talking to everybody. It was really fun, you know, getting interaction with everyone and getting feedback from everybody about the fast. And next time I do it, and I was thinking 60 days, but I'm rethinking maybe more like 90 days. So February, March, April, sometime in late April, early May, perhaps. I think I'll do another weekend fast like this, 72 hours, and I'll forecast it. I'll, you know, 45 days out, 30 days out, 15 days out. I'll talk about it, and I'll see if we can get a group of us doing it, which will be really fun, and we could all complain to each other about how difficult it is. Anyway, have a wonderful morning, a wonderful Monday morning, and I appreciate you guys coming by. We'll see you tomorrow.